To the Fiji 7th team and the management. Mr. O'Connor, Mr. Baber, the manager, and the Fiji. Welcome to our Taltalatu, who is here with us this morning. Taltalatu.
The Chief Executive Officer of the Fiji Rugby Union, Mr. John O'Connor, CEO, i-Tatau, Reverend Amnia Sironoro, Navaleu na Vangawai Lomtankua, i-Tatau, Navaleu na Namunimas. Me nondai buke, me maju di chungana no kalau. Turanga timensa, John and Urua. The head coach, Mr. Gareth Baber. Gareth Nisambolona. Team captain, Mr. Paula. Rani Sinkula. Coming in another row, the players. Ladies and gentlemen, Sampul and a very good morning to you all. I'm very pleased on behalf of the household to receive you all again here at Borron House this morning as you present the i-Tatau. Now, the State House is nearing completion of what has been a major upgrade and renovation. So the next time we host you to another traditional ceremony such as this, i-Tatau, I hope that we will be holding the ceremony at the proper State House. As I said, thank you for the spiritual guidance this morning with a powerful spiritual message that will help guide our players and officials as they prepare for the upcoming tournaments. Now, gentlemen, I'm informed that you have two imminent test matches before the final team is selected to represent our beloved nation in the IRB World 7 Series for this year and 2019. Congratulations to you all for making it this far. It is your commitment to the iconic sport of rugby sevens, to your respective families who support you in your rugby journey, to your die-hard fans here in Fiji and abroad, and to the nation at large that has seen you through selection process. It's been a hard, arduous journey, and thank you for your commitment and your perseverance. I'm told that 13 members of the current 34-member squad will play in Japan or in the Japan Invitational Sevens from the 9th to the 11th of this month. And another 13 of you will have the chance to convince the selectors during the Oceania Sevens that will be held in the ANZ Stadium here in Suva from the 9th to the 10th. And we're talking about the next couple of days, really. We're running out of time. I'm also advised that the Oceania Sevens tournament will have up to 21 teams from around the region. There are a lot of teams. The competition is getting bigger and bigger every year. So I'd like to thank the management and the support of government for promoting sevens rugby within Fiji. And teams will come from Australia, New Zealand, Solomon Islands, Nauru, Cook Islands, Vanuatu, New Caledonia, Samoa, Tonga, Tuvalu, and Papua New Guinea. That's the whole region, I think. I understand that those of you who have been selected in the two teams have all excelled in your training regimes and test games that were held recently in Kandava and Lambasa. Yes, we have been following your progress with great interest, and well done. Gentlemen, I wish you all the very best in your matches, both in Japan and here in Suva in the coming week. It's going to be a very busy week for all of you. I can imagine that the coach and officials have a mammoth task ahead of them to select the final pool. It's not going to be easy, I know that, but I wish you well, Gareth, and the officials. With the first leg to begin at the end of November in Dubai and ending in France in June of 2019. I wish you all well in your most challenging and difficult task of selecting those deserving players who will have the honor and privilege of representing our beloved nation in the next IB7 Series and World Championships. In the room, when we win, we celebrate in style. And when we lose, we commiserate and moan as a nation. But, let's be positive, and I have no doubt that we'll continue to celebrate. Given that Fiji Rugby's prime stakeholders are the loyal Fijian followers, from the children, the kids in the villages, and the villages living in the remote rural communities and the maritime islands to the urban dwellers in Suva, to those who have, even those who are former nationals who have gone overseas, they're all Fiji fans, and they're very vocal and very active in their support of our teams when they play either here or overseas. So the selection of the players is no longer easy. It's certainly not a walk in the park anymore, so you know all about it, Gareth, from the officials. There's always a very high expectation every time a Fijian Sevens team run onto the field. I must commend the officials for taking on this extremely arduous task, and I believe that all the die-hard fans should leave the selection to your vast technical expertise in making the final selection. Sometimes you have a lot of critics, don't let that dishearten you. Don't let that distract you from your heart. The final selection is yours, and we're all right behind you. For now, I once again offer the nation's congratulations to the two teams that will be playing in the Japan Invitational Sevens and the Oceania Sevens tournament soon. To the players, the role, play to the best of your abilities and make every Fijian proud of being good ambassadors for the sport, and you're representing our nations, on and off the field. Let's be good ambassadors for our country. And I wish to conclude by once again inviting you all to join me in the fight against uncommunicable diseases. I'm wearing my other hat here. I am the champion for the fight against NCDs and healthy living. In the same way that we are pushing for strong and decisive action on climate change, as you all know, we must also keep the fight against NCDs in the national agenda, because it threatens the very existence of our people. Too many of us are dying of NCD-related ailments like high blood pressure, diabetes, and other illnesses. And I encourage you all to get your respective families and friends to maintain a healthy lifestyle by eating right and exercising on a daily basis. You are more than average fit in your training regimes as players, but I would like you to encourage your families to do the same too. All the resources that we use to treat NCDs could actually be redirected in improving. We're spending too much money looking after our sick. That's money that we can divert to improving your facilities and getting you more equipment and more programs to help with your performances. So you can see the stakes are very high to us as a nation. And as Fiji's leader, advocate, and champion of the fight against STDs, I'm relying on sports people like you to help promote a healthy and happy lifestyle for our people. May Almighty God continue to bless you in your forthcoming tournaments, and be assured that as you leave our shores, our prayers and our good wishes are always with you. Navalevu. Thank you.